The following is a station editorial.
This is Holland Redfield. With what is going on in Wall Street and our national and international banking systems, we could be facing a potential economic collapse. You could call it a perfect storm. It is time for us here in the Virgin Islands to hunker down and circle the wagons. This could have a devastating effect on the territory's tourism economy. Potentially, we could see a collapse as well, and a tax base moving south. Let us run you through the Doomsday scenario and actions that we must take to soften the blows and protect our tax base. It is essential that we realize that what is going on north of us is going to have a devastating effect here in the Virgin Islands. What is it going to be, and who is first? The hotel industry, restaurants, retail outlets, the taxi industry, and construction-related activities. There could be no one left standing, and we have not even factored in the increases we have already experienced in WAPA rates, food pricing, gasoline, and medicines. These are challenges that we're dealing with on an everyday basis. Realism must be the order of the day. We would be naive not to anticipate upcoming capital improvement projects, whether they're in the private or public sector. They are in peril. We look specifically to hotel development on St. Croix and to those developers who are trying to sell their projects to financial institutions in the United States. St. Croix has always been a hard sell, but now with the stresses evidenced in our world financial system, it is truly a stretch. It is getting ugly out there. Let's look to what we think the legislature and the executive branch should be doing right now. It is essential that our government factor in the potential downturn in our tax base in the FY 2009 budget and readjust revenues to reflect the realities of what is taking place. Unfortunately, our budgets will have to be slashed, and the government will have to go on a crash diet. As painful as this may be, we have to move to stay ahead of this economic storm. As an example, let's look specifically to the GERS, our retirement system, which was vulnerable before this crisis, and doubly so today. We were looking at an unfunded liability of $1.2 billion. I can't imagine where this shortfall is today, much less what it will be in the next 6 months. We're looking to a central government that owed the GERS more than $7 million. I wonder what it is today. It is essential at this point the legislature, in its oversight capacity, immediately bring the GERS management in front of the legislature to give us an update of how the movements of the stock market are directly affecting the portfolio of the GERS and what results it will have on the retirees in the Virgin Islands. This community is under tremendous social stress. Our crime rate, along with our domestic violent rates, are already off the charts. We have a community that is experiencing tension that only could be compared to the aftermath of Hurricane Hugo. We cannot overstate there must be a sense of urgency. We look to our leadership to rise to these perilous challenges. This community is counting on you. It is important that our leaders wake up and smell the coffee.
Please email your comments to our editorial department. Our email address is editorial@viradio.com. Please include your name and other contact information.